There's a look at the two coaches in this one. Jeff Jackson for Notre Dame on the left, Mel Pearson on the right, and they go way back. They worked together in the 1997 World Juniors, and look at this. They had a great story, Anson, about Mel Pearson forgetting his passport on the trip to the tournament in Switzerland. He almost wasn't allowed to go.
It's crazy how the coaching staff is looking around. Their operations guy says, "You've got a Canadian passport in our bunch," and Coach Jackson's like, "Who's the Canadian?" And it turns out it's Coach Pearson.
It was really a funny story.
Yeah, Flint Flon's finest. By the way, you know how they got to the gold medal game? Our colleague at NBC, Brian Boucher, backstopped them. He did a tremendous job in goal for Team USA. They lost in the gold medal game 2-0 to Canada, but Brian Boucher delivered a big-time performance for Mel Pearson and Jeff Jackson.
That tournament's a great tournament when it comes to evaluating young talent. And we've got a couple players in this game alone that played in that tournament. You've got Cam York, you've got Beecher, you've got Stasny Pavanka. It's a great way to evaluate talent in a high-pressure environment, Pierre. And I know as a player that played in that tournament, it's a great experience to be able to use that going forward as a pro.
It's an amazing evaluation tool as well, but it's one of the things that can really help you leapfrog to the next level as a player.
Well, how much do you guys think that that tournament can raise somebody's profile? You said you can leapfrog. I mean, if you perform well at World Juniors, how much can that change your profile going forward?
Significantly. And if you don't perform well, it can hurt you as well.
It's true. I mean, I was a 10th round draft pick and I played for Team Canada. And people back in Canada hadn't heard about me, even though I was an All-American here in the U.S. And it certainly helped my profile, that's for sure.
We saw your footage last weekend. Anson Carter scoring a couple of goals when he won gold back in 1994. And all four of those players, two on each side, had to benefit just from being in that environment. Imagine they brought a lot of that experience back with them here for this second half push.
I think every team watched that tournament when I was playing, except for the Avalanche, because that's who had my rights. They never called me.
But you got to tell the truth. You're first part of the Quebec Nordiques. Come on, tell the truth.
This is true.
Because we tried to trade for you in Ottawa, Anson. I don't know if they ever told you.
No, they didn't.
Oh, we got breaking news here. Just a few decades later.
I wish you did.
You would have fit in well.
Absolutely.
Here's Stasny, one of those World Junior players from about 2 weeks ago. Sends it back, and it's back to the neutral zone. Here's Trevor Janicki, talented freshman, puts on the brakes, backdoor for O'Leary, and man, comes out to the top of his paint and makes the save.
Strong save there by Strauss, man. Being square to the puck, not going down too soon, staying on his feet, and making that save look easy.
Anson, you gotta love the way that he comes out and challenges. He's not an overly large guy talking about Strauss, man, but he comes out and makes himself look really big.
He does.
In that situation. You talked about the fundamentals from Steve Valenquette. Watch how he pushes off, comes out high and hard to make sure there's not a lot of net to shoot out, Anson.
He doesn't overcommit. You know, Valley always stresses his goaltenders, keep your head down when you're trying to make the save. Focus on the puck. And, you know, Strauss, man, when I talked to him yesterday, takes a little bit from Mitch Korn, too. Pierre, you know, the NHL, there isn't many goaltending coaches that are better than Mitch Korn.
No, he's the goalie whisperer. Strauss, man, played at the Brunswick School in Greenwich, Connecticut for Mike Kennedy, and he was just a phenomenal prep school player before he matriculated here to the University of Michigan.
Man averaging just a little bit more than 2 goals allowed per contest. Also a penalty at the end of the play. So Colin Tyson has to sit for Notre Dame for 2 minutes for a slash. And we're going to get our first chance to see Michigan go on the power play. They have struggled on the advantage this year. Just 17%, good for last in the Big Ten through the first half of the year. They win the faceoff though, and now they set up shop. Here's Jack Summers. Now Pastujov takes it down, connects with his brother, and there's the opening goal. It's Nick Pastujov from his brother Michael, and it's 1-0 Michigan.
What movement by the Wolverines. It first starts on the faceoff. Neutral puck, jumping down by the defenseman, and then they're off to work. The Pastujov brothers are extremely skilled. You don't want to give them time and space in the half wall. The puck eventually gets moved around the outside, and you see Nick Pastujov right there, number 91. First, he presents himself as a net front screen. The puck goes down low, and this is a skillful move there, Pierre. Quick 360, forehand, quick tuck under the bar. 1-0 lead for the Wolverines.
Tremendous skill right there. Misread by the Notre Dame defense. They were overplaying on the bumper position that Michigan had presented. So Nick Pastujov was wide open down low to walk off the icing line and put it by Cale Morris.
Nick is the older of the two brothers, picks up his 5th goal of the season. Now just the 2nd Wolverine to enter double figures in points with 10.